Good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Sorry, I've got kind of a cold. Um, excuse me. This morning I wanted to talk about spiritual hibernation. Um, I call it going dark. But there are some times when we just feel like being alone. Sometimes this may be just a few days that we need to ourselves, just to regroup. Psychics, empaths, we need our alone time. So make sure that you're getting a lot of it. But sometimes it's more than just a couple days. I have actually kind of spiritually hibernated for about 3 months. I just finished doing this not very long ago. And I believe that what's happening when you go into this hibernation or, going dark, which I mean is really just staying to yourself. I believe this is the time that we are being downloaded with information. We are also processing this information. The spiritual journey is not always going to be pleasant. You're doing so many things. You're undoing religious things that you may not believe in anymore because now you're more spiritual and you have a greater understanding. More people, the more you get into using your psychic abilities, the more people that are going to come to you. And it can be very draining too. So just remember this. If you are starting to use your abilities, giving psychic readings, the Reiki, all of these things, you're using energy, okay? And it has to be replenished as well. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're eating protein. And make sure you're getting plenty of rest. Your body, you don't want to overdo it so much. Do so many readings, do so much Reiki in the beginning that you absolutely collapse and end up wanting to sleep or rest for days and days and days. So that's another thing. You know your body best. Just make sure that you're using that self-care. But just know that hibernation, that's really normal. And if this happens to you, it's for a reason. And usually when I come out of my hibernations, I come out with new information. It's hard to explain, but when you're going through it, it doesn't feel like that's what's happening. It feels like, oh my God, I just want to be alone. I don't want anybody to talk to me. Things like that. It's an intense experience. So just know that if you have days or even a month or two where you just feel like you need to be alone and recoup, do it. Don't overwhelm yourself with everything. Your spiritual friends are going to be super understanding about this because they've also had these things happen. And if they don't, they're not your tribe. Just don't stay down too long. I did mine probably a little too long. And then it's hard getting back going because you've been down so long. But this is, like I said, this is very normal. And a lot of psychics, people that do any energy work, empath stuff, we do need our alone time. So even if you don't, hibernate or go dark, like I call it, make sure that you are allowing yourself time alone to regroup, to think. Also, you don't want to get too much information up in your head. Picture your head kind of like a giant filing cabinet, okay, like a giant office. And if you're not speaking your truth and you're not writing it down, it piles up in there. And what ends up happening is your brain starts going 100 miles an hour, like, I know you've been there. So just remember, when these things happen, you need to either speak your truth or you need to start writing stuff down, but you need to clean out your filing cabinets, okay? Get it out of here and onto paper or out of here. And then it will leave more room, for new information to come in. It's also part of the ascension process. This doesn't, it's a way of life. Once you're awake, there really is no going back. And most of us, we wouldn't want to go back even if we had the choice. But what I'm saying is, be easy on yourself. Again, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're grounding and shielding. Make sure you're using your Palo Santos or something to smudge yourself with, as well as making sure that you're getting your vitamins and you're getting, that protein in and the rest. I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. And I love you all. Mwah.